Good morning.
Good morning.
Hi,
Just changed
Christ.
your shirt.
Yeah. Aren't these fun? I got one in rust and blue from Target.
Oh,
Good
really,
stuff.
really nice.
Thank you. So do you, always.
The illusion of your body looks pretty.
Thank you. Thank you. Hanging trinkets on it. Uh, well, 278 is where we're at. If I am bound, my father is not free. If I am bound, my father is not free. If I accept that I am prisoner within a body, in a world in which all things that seem to live appear to die, then is my Father prisoner with me. And this do I believe when I maintain the laws the world obeys must I obey. The frailties and the sins which I perceive are real and cannot be escaped. If I am bound in any way, I do not know my Father or myself,
Mm.
and I am lost to all reality. For truth is free, and what is bound is not a part of truth. Father, I ask for nothing but the truth. I have had many foolish thoughts about myself and my creation, and have brought a dream of fear into my mind. Today I would not dream. I choose the way to you instead of madness and instead of fear. For truth is safe and only love is sure. If I am bound, my Father is not free. Okay. And I think, Sis, you brought it before we hit the record button that there might be some confusion because, of course, God in reality cannot be bound. But while his Son, whom he created to extend himself through, is sleeping, the communication between the mind of the Father and the mind of the Son is not open. So God knows that his Son is sleeping and that the communication is not two ways. And so while we in our arrogance sleep and close ourselves off from communication with God in order to have a dream apart or the belief in separation, God would seem to be limited. Thank God, in truth, God is unlimited and we are at home in God, and this is nothing but a dream of separation. But look at the choice and the arrogance of the ego to think that we can be a life apart from God, body bound, limited, and ultimately sentenced to death. Yeah, this is where we would try and bind the Father and try to kill the Father's Son in the name of arrogance. Yes, so let us return. Let us glorify the Father. Let's heal our mind and open up the communication channels, and let's get on with co-creating with the Father. This is our peace. This is our joy. This is our reason for being and for life. It's our natural state.
So, if I am bound, my Father is not free.
Mm-hmm.
Um, the antidote for that, of course, is forgiveness. Yeah. But it's also learning to rest. We talked about this, sis.
Yes, we did.
It's learning to rest in his love as the Christ.
Mm-hmm.
It's already done.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing to do. It's done already for us.
Mm-hmm.
And are we willing to rest in his love?
Mm-hmm.
Really, really rest in his love. Because it's in that rest It's in that faith, in that trust, that we release the bondage in our mind that says we're a separate self with a separate body.
Yeah.
Living in a separate dream apart from God. It all melts when we really rest in his love.
Right.
And receive it.
Yes. And the precursor to all of that is recognizing that mythical me is a myth, and that the gap is the illusion, and that it's seek and don't find, and really looking with honesty with Holy Spirit upon those things that you thought brought you safety and pleasure, and finding, you know, a big zero behind all of those. It's getting fed up with what has never been and turning wholeheartedly to the Father and saying, I don't know what I am, and I've made a mess of things, and I'm willing to surrender. And that's the surrender of the self concept as we've believed it to be, which is a independent authorizer and doer. And so the opposite of that is resting, so that God can impart to our mind the memory of what we are in truth. It's a totally undefended state.
Yeah,
it's childlike receptivity and humbleness.
Yes. That's it. It's a beautiful place to be.
Yes.
Because, you know, it's the center of the storm, so to speak. There can be lots of chaos seeming to be surrounding us, but in that eye of the storm, we're in peace, and we can afford to rest in that peace.
That's right. So many invitations to see something going on where nothing is. We really can turn our back on it and come to that peace in the center. Peace, be still. Be still and know that I am God. Yeah, that's it. That's what Jesus was telling us. Are we ready to actually get it now, this time? You're so patient, brother. Incredibly patient. Sis, you had a blog that you wanted to introduce, I think, or reintroduce.
Yes. So there is a blog, and it's titled The Pillars of God. Pillars of God, not pillows. All
Pillars.
Right. Say it with an American accent again, sis.
Pillars.
See, pillars. It's called The Pillars of God.
Yeah.
Truth and love. Truth and love. And that'll appear directly underneath the video on YouTube. It should be there, right there. There's a link there. Recommended link or recommended blog. Yeah? Okay.
Yes.
And it's an audio recording, but you can scroll up and read it once you go to the website.
Yeah.
Thank you for remembering.
Yes, sure. All right. So let us get on about our freedom. We were created free. I am not a body. I am free. If I am bound, my Father is not free. Lesson 278. Thanks, sis.
Thank you.
We'll see you guys next time.
Yeah.